Shoe0nHead video. I'm so excited! Yippee-yay! Alright, Shoe, give it to me.
Hello again, friends. Sorry I've been gone for quite a bit.
Let me know if the audio is alrighty, alright? But let's go. Also, it's alright, Shoe, alright? I missed you, but now that you're back,
nothing too crazy
everything
happens.
is deja
I feel
vu.
like every time I take a break, like, a war breaks out or something, but
Oh,
thankfully that did
hopefully not. Yeah, thankfully.
But at least we found out the real Epstein files were the friends we made along the way. Welcome back to the Shoe0nHead channel. If it's your first time here, run. I am Shoe0nHead.
I think it's a little bit too late to run. Maybe just me.
And on this channel, I like to cover cultural issues, mostly surrounding men's issues. It's what I've been doing for over a decade, and frankly, I'm exhausted. Many of you have been along for the ride, and
bro, the fact that people shit on Shoe for like defending men is actually crazy to me. I cannot believe that.
you have seen me go from a chipper, lively 24-year-old making fun of BuzzFeed and Tumblr feminists to a bitter, calloused.
Bro, she said she was making videos for like what, 10 years? Was it 10 years, I think? Or am I tripping? Anyway, she looks the same, or if anything, she looks even better than her past self. What the freak? How does someone age so good? I need her to tell me the secrets.
34-year-old, talking about very real and growing men's issues. One of the main men's issues I have been covering in great detail lately has been the male loneliness epidemic. Yeah, but turns out I was wrong. We don't have a male loneliness epidemic. We have a male loser epidemic.
What?
It's not a male loneliness epidemic. No, it's a male mediocrity epidemic. It's a male loser epidemic.
The male loser.
See, this is why the male loneliness is a thing. You're literally cinematic. Literally, the joke writes itself.
Epidemic has gotten so bad that it's honestly so pathetic at this point.
Yeah, because making videos for TikTok and complaining about men is totally not a loser mentality, right? Surely. Just imagine if women wouldn't complain about men all over social media. Maybe men wouldn't be so scared to approach women, huh? Oh.
Now, I don't always talk about men's issues. No, sometimes I talk about politics, and sometimes I mix the two together.
Yeah, I absolutely know zero about politics, so I only watch the Shoe0nHead male videos. Sorry, not sorry.
Now, I know a lot of you don't like politics. You don't care about politics. But politics cares about you, and it will enter your life no matter how hard you try to avoid it. But thankfully, I have the perfect app to help you navigate this difficult political landscape. So let's quickly give a shout out to today's sponsor, Ground News, before we get into
it's a
video,
news app.
Ground News is a website and an app that gives
Bro, the change! What the...
readers a fun
it always
and
catches
way
me
to
off
read the
guard.
news from all across the
Every single
political
time when she does the
spectrum, from
ad
left,
break,
right,
she
and
she
center.
puts on like a
Every
wig or
story comes with
something,
quick
like a new
visual
outfit.
breakdown of the
Always,
bias,
it always
ownership,
catches
and
me.
headlines that helps you understand the full story and
Hashtag
make sure you're
ad.
getting both sides. One of my favorite features from Ground News
Is getting
has to
sad
be
on
the
political
blind spot
front, not
feature,
gonna
which
lie.
shows you news stories
I
that
wouldn't
have been
know,
covered
like
by
I'm
only
too
one
dumb
side
to
of the
speak
political
about
spectrum
politics.
and
I would
ignored
literally
by the
just speak out
others.
of my
For example,
ass.
here is a story
I'm
about
not
how the
qualified
CIA
enough.
uncovered a Russiagate fraud, and right away we can see how it has been covered by 41 sources, and out of those 41 sources, 93% of them lean right, with only 2
And this is why I
left-wing
try and
outlets
distance myself from
reporting the
women.
story. Ground News
You
also
know,
makes it
I
really
swear
easy to
it's not all
compare
women,
headlines
alright?
to see just how
It's not
political
all
bias
women.
can affect the framing
It's really
of a story.
sad though.
For example, this story about Zorhan Memdani.
It's
winning
really
the
sad that a
Democratic
lot of
primary
women
in
just
New
have
York.
this mentality.
This left-leaning outlet says Zorhan Memdani's
Because it gets
win just
worse
got
and
a little
worse.
sweeter. And
Like the
meanwhile,
more
right-wing
the more you see
outlet
women
says,
complaining on like
"Meet
social
Zorhan
media about
Memdani, the
men,
man
the
who
more
ruined New
other
York."
women would be
As you
inclined to
can
do the
see,
same.
Very different
It's like
vibes.
vicious
I've been using
cycle.
Ground News since 2020.
The more you
because
do
I
it,
think
the
is
more
so
you'll see
informative,
it.
So fun, and it helps me
It's
see
really,
how
really
different
tragic.
stories are framed so differently, and I love it. I highly recommend
What are
it.
the plans for
It's one of the
today?
few apps that I
We're
wake up
gonna
and just
watch this
immediately
video
check.
and then
Don't
I don't
just
know.
take my word for it. Even the Nobel
Shall
Peace
see.
Center called it an excellent way to stay informed, avoid echo chambers, and expand your worldview. High praise. Best of all,
Yippee,
I
where
am
do you?
currently offering 40% off their Vantage plan.
40% off? No way!
All of their amazing features. This comes out to only like $5 a month, which is like the price of a coffee. So go to ground.news/shoe or use the QR code right there on screen,
/shoe.
or the link in the video
You heard
description
it, chat.
down there to subscribe to Ground News today.
If you want to be
I feel like what they're
cultured,
doing is really
40%
important,
off with
especially
code
right now, and
SHOE
it helps us approach the
on
news in a more
ground.news.
fair and balanced way. So thank you to Ground News for sponsoring this video, and thank you.
Thank you,
viewer, for
Ground
not skipping the ad.
News. Yes,
Right.
ma'am, of course,
Now,
never.
let's get back to the video. With all these issues men are facing, they seem to be moving to the right and the Republicans more, since the left and Democrats have essentially just become the young men eat and die movement. Months ago, I covered how the Democratic Party was losing young men, and I predicted Kamala Harris would lose in part because of young men overwhelmingly voting for Trump. And I was correct. Well, now the Democrats have unveiled their final solution to the right-wing male loser epidemic. Democrats spending millions to learn how to speak to American men and win back the working class. Democrats have blown millions of dollars on efforts to appeal to American men who turned to President Donald Trump in droves on Election Day in hopes of winning back the working class. Democrats have spent $20 million on their efforts, with donors and strategists holing up in luxury hotel rooms, brainstorming how to convince working class men to return to the party. Ah yes, nothing more relatable to working class men than luxury hotel rooms. Great job, guys. The plan? Codename SAM, or Speaking with American Men, a strategic plan, promises to use the funds to study the syntax language
What?
and content that gains attention and virality in these spaces.
Wait. Works on what? So they're funding, like, how much was it? They're funding that much money to study the syntax and the language and content that gains attention and virality in these spaces. Okay. I guess. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Syntax language and content that gains attention and virality in these spaces. The effort also recommends Democrats buy advertisement in video games, among other things.
Oh,
The
video games!
Democratic Party is treating
Yippee!
young men like exotic animals they're studying. Now, as you can see here is the young man in his natural habitat, in a dark, messy cave surrounded
Oh.
by Taco Bell wrappers and empty Mountain
It's
Dew
him!
bottles. Here is another young man, as you can see.
Wow,
also
very
dwelling
detailed
in a dark
studies.
cave. This one
I
has
love
dyed
where
his
my
hair blue
tax
to
paying
scare
money
off
goes
potential
to.
predators. Unfortunately, it also scares off potential mates. But moving on, here is another.
No
young
way!
man.
Wait, she put
We
the
think,
VTuber!
We're not.
She put
quite
next
sure about this
tackle
one.
in the
We're still
video.
studying.
That's so
Listen,
random.
Democrats, instead of spending
I love that.
$20 million to do that stupid, maybe you should, I don't know.
Bruh. Aspen Gold and next tackle in the same video.
Actually
Fire.
listen to men. I listen to men for free all the time. All I have to do is read my comment section.
Literally, like, how much was it? Wait, was it like $20 million? Is that what she said? Anyways, it was like a lot of money just to like study the way they behave and they speak. Do you really need that much money? 20 million chats just to get the voters. Like, what are we talking about? Oh god.
Let's see here. Shoe0nHead is a perfect example of why we need to repeal the 19th.
What? To repel the 19th? Oh, like the amendment? I was thinking about the 19th century. I was like, what? I was so confused. I don't know. I'm not American enough to like know everything. Which one is it? I'm not sure. Cana, do you know what the 19th is? I was thinking maybe the 19th Amendment, but I'm not sure. 19th Amendment. What does it say? The right of citizens of the U.S. to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the U.S. or by any state on account of sex. So basically, they're saying that shoe is a reason why they need to repeal the right for everybody to vote. Guys, I don't think she's a problem. I don't think she's a problem. Maybe just me. Might be crazy to say, but should just spitting some facts from time to time, from what I've seen so far. I mean, once again, I don't watch the political videos, but
Greetings from Albania.
she seems quite based to me. I hate women so much, it's unreal. Okay?
Women so much, it's unreal. Ooh, shoo, mommy, milkies, 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 mommy.
Cannot be over the age of 15. Cannot. You cannot tell me this is a grown-ass man.
Mommy, mommy. One time I got my penis stuck in a soda bottle.
Good to know. I love that. I mean, me too, bro. Sometimes my gigantic penis also gets stuck in a soda bottle, and then I don't know, I cut it off, and then I don't have a penis anymore. But it's okay because it just grows back. It's alright. It's very easy, Chad. Just grow your penis back.
Oh, okay, on second thought, maybe my comment section is not the best source.
Since Trump scored big with young male voters last election, Democrats are spending $20 million to learn how to speak their language.
Literally. School? School is free until a certain age, right? Until you go, unless you go to like a public one. Well, no, let's spend 20 million.
I think it's a waste of money. Maybe these guys should spend their money on teaching men to not be such sexists. Maybe that's
But the stats don't bear that out now. Look at what young women have to choose from. The pickings are slim. Yes, we might have a feminism problem in America, but it's the feminization of men. There are a lot of young women out there that want to get married. They want to have kids. They want to have stable families. But there are a lot of young men out there who want to live in mama's basement and order DoorDash.
Oh no. The very night I was sitting on my couch writing the script to my video about how the Democrats are spending $20 million to relate to young men, this came on my TV on Fox News. A Tommy Lahren and Laura Ingraham segment about stay-at-home sons, men who still live at home. Literally minutes.
Does that make me a stay-at-home daughter? Am I part of the problem? Maybe.
After this aired, it went absolutely viral on Twitter for not good reasons. So we are going to unpack this piece by piece. Because even though everyone was mocking it and making fun of it, as far as I saw, nobody was really dissecting it and breaking down exactly why she was so egregiously wrong. So,
I mean, to be fair, like theoretically VTubing is like a job, right? So me staying at home is just smart because I don't have to pay a rent, right? Like, why would I rent a random ass apartment when I can just stay with my parents and, you know, save money? Like, I don't see the problem. I really don't. What's wrong with staying at home in this economy? I don't see it. Like for example, when those times when men tell women that they live with their parents, and then women act so shocked. They're like, "Oh, how dare you? That's so repelling. I'm not interested anymore." Like, what's wrong with that? I don't really see it. As long as you're not like sitting on your ass all day and like, you know, contribute, you know, like do chores or, you know, have a job and this and that. I don't see what's wrong, honestly.
come join me in debunking the male loser epidemic. Because who else better equipped to talk about men's issues than two stupid blonde bimbos? Hold on one second. 3 stupid blonde bimbos. Sorry.
I was drinking. I almost spit my drink.
Wait. I need my gamer fuel.
Code Cana for 10% off on Gamersupps.gg. That's all the gamer fuel you need. Or Monster. Monster is pretty good as well.
See? I do drink it. That one's for you, Tectone.
It's a major problem.
Tectone!
And, you know, Speaker Johnson has been talking
We got Asmongol, we got Naxtaku, and now Tectone reference as well? What the hell?
about those maybe deadbeat folks that are on Medicaid, and maybe some of those folks are the stay-at-home sons. We don't know. But I'll tell you this, leave it to Gen Z to rebrand laziness and social awkwardness as something cutesy, like a stay-at-home son. But Laura, I gotta tell you, this is also a big problem when it comes to, I think, declining birth rates, people not getting married and having children. You know, that's a big problem. They blame
I mean, that's a choice, no? Like, if you wanna not have a kid, that's your choice. I don't see the problem with that.
it on women.
I don't want a
Well,
kid
look at
either.
what young
In this
women
economy?
have to choose from. The pickings are slim. Yes,
What the fuck is a pickin'? Child, what is a pickin'?
we might have a feminism problem in America, but it's the feminization of men. There are a lot of young women out there that want to get married. They want to have kids. They want to have stable families. But there are a lot of young men out there who want to live in mama's basement and
I mean, there are women who want to get married and want to have a family, and there's also men who want that. And there are men and women who just want to stay home. Like, it's literally the same for both sides. I really don't see
order DoorDash.
why she's so
and that's Why we have
agitated.
declining birth rates and a lot of other problems in society. It's time to go out, get a job, breathe the fresh air.
Like, literally, like, men do this, men do that, but it's literally women too. like, why are we hating on men for them doing that when there are women who literally do the same thing?
Meet people in real life. Let's just get back to basics.
So first of all, this
Hi, Lizer.
stay-at-home son thing is not a real thing. It was a random throwaway, self-deprecating joke some contestant on Jeopardy said. One f***ing guy. Because I guess there's nothing else important going on that they could cover on the news. They literally made this into a fake phenomena so they can on young men. Meanwhile, Democrats are spending
Like, why? Like, I know for a fact that how do you say that? Like, renting an apartment or a house in Europe is horrendous, and I cannot imagine in America, cause you guys have to like pay a shit ton of like take shit ton of loans for studying, and then you're in debt for like the rest of your life unless you get like a good job, and then you expect to get a house as well. Like, what's wrong with staying home with your parents until you're financially stable? Why are we making it into a problem?
millions of dollars trying to win back young men. Oh no, the young men are leaving us in droves. How do we get them back? Don't.
Guys, let's just shit on men on national TV. Surely that's gonna bring them back, right? Right, guys? Surely that's the move here.
Don't worry, I got this. Hey, you fat, lazy, Cheeto dust-covered slobs. F you. Nice. Thanks. I love you. I love you too.
Oh shit! Wait, she has dolls with the exact same hair colors. Oh shit!
Is the amount of young
Okay.
men living
I like
home
that.
with their parents increasing? Yes. Is it because they're lazy bums and just want to order DoorDash all day? No. And also, they're not.
I don't think anybody. I mean, actually, maybe there are a few cases. Like, I don't think that anybody wants to stay at home willingly with their parents for the rest of their life. I'm pretty sure, like, most of the people who are in that situation would love to like move out, and live on their own, if that would be possible. But I don't think that's possible in this economy.
Paying for DoorDash, Tommy. They're financing it. Come on. Get with the times.
There are a lot of young men out there who want to live in mama's basement and order DoorDash. And that's why we have declining birth rates. It's time to go out, get a job, breathe the fresh air.
Have either of you tried applying for a job as a young man recently?
We literally have examples. I think I have a few chatters who actually told me that they applied for jobs for like years or like months on end, and like they're not getting replies back. like they're trying. They're trying. What else can they do? Like, finding a job is so hard. I've never applied for a job myself, but I can imagine that it's pretty difficult if you, like, don't have connections or, like, a really good, you know, CV.
Or tried buying a house on the salary of one of these young men? Have you experienced the dating market, been on the dating sites as a young man? No? Interesting, okay. Just wondering. Listen, I know.
Yeah, the dating sphere is also pretty monka. Because if you actually try to go on a dating app, unless you're like, you know, you meet every single requirement that the women put for you, I don't know, it's kind of tough. Because women are usually picky about men. They're like, oh, they need to be taller than me, they need to be muscular, they need to have money. Usually men are not that picky.
I know the average age of a Fox News viewer is like 70 nowadays and you need to pander to them, but Tommy, you are like 2 years younger than me. You know this
if she
isn't
breathes.
true. Why are you talking like this? Why are you talking like
yeah, 6 feet tall and earn 6 figures with a 6-pack. Pretty please. And it's nice to me.
boomer? I'm sorry, I have no other word for this, but I hate this like generational pick-me. I was born in the wrong generation. I'm not like those other young people. And you know what? She's not like those other young people. Not all young people can afford a nice nose job and lip filler and get a cushy job on Fox News based entirely on merit, I'm sure. The main problem with this brain-dead boomer-ass take is not only is it cringe, but it's completely divorced from reality. This slop is specifically designed for people who paid like $5 for a f***ing house. And listen, not all boomers, okay? My parents are boomers, they are lovely people. A lot of you guys are boomers, but when the baby boomer generation sends its people, it is not sending their best. They are not sending you. They're sending people who have lots of problems. They're bringing the housing crisis. They're bringing wage stagnation. They're falling for AI-generated photos on Facebook. But some, I assume, are good people.
Bro, I'm pretty sure my parents don't even know that pictures are becoming AI-generated nowadays. Bro, so many boomers are so clueless about the world. Oh
my god, I truly believe they do not understand how good they had it. They could support a family on a single income. A single income from a job that didn't require a college degree. Their leaders didn't prostitute away their economic future for some cheap plastic shit from China. They inherited the greatest economy known to man, and they pretend it's a paradise that they earned. I just don't understand, like, why don't boomers and spiritual boomers like Tommy Lauren see people struggling and go, wow, I wish I could fix this. They should have it better than I had it. And you wonder why so many millennials and zoomers don't want kids. I want to make the world a better place for my children. I want to make the world a better place for my children. Ugh. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps, you spoiled brat. Children? Not happening.
Well, look at what young women have to choose from. The pickings are slim. Yes, we might have a feminism problem in America, but it's the feminization of men.
Young men are becoming lazy because they're becoming feminized. So they're becoming lazy because they act more like women? What did she mean by this, chat? I know there's like a decrease in testosterone or something happening, but men are moving right-wing all over the world. Does that correlate with the feminization? Or, I mean, there are suspiciously a lot of far-right femboys, so maybe. But here's the thing, Tammy. There is absolutely no evidence that young women want to start families more than young men. None. In fact, all the data says the exact f***ing opposite. According to Pew Research, 64...
Chat, do you guys think that nowadays men want families more than women? I'm pretty sure that's the case. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of women nowadays are like all about, you know, girl bossing, you know, being your own bad bitch kind of thing. I'm pretty sure that the men want families more than women.
4% of women younger than 50 say they just don't want to have children. No reason, they just don't want them. Versus 50% of men who say the same. Another study by Archbridge Institute shows the same. 63% of women without children said they have no desire to have a child, while only 50% of men said the same. For men, the most commonly cited factor was personal finance, but among women, the strongest reason not to have a child was their desire to maintain
sounds
their
about
personal
right.
independence. Basically, they don't want to give up their brunch and mimosas. They've been ass-blasted with propaganda their whole lives, telling them their lives will be ruined, their bodies will be ruined, they'll never have fun again, they'll be miserable forever if they have children. And as someone who has had a children, best decision I've ever made. 10/10, highly recommend, would do it again. But yes, this idea that men are the ones primarily responsible for the low birth rates is laughable.
That's not true.
We're laughing over here. But honestly, it's not really women or men's fault. There are a lot of factors that play into this. But
Bro, I have so many friends who just say that having a child in this world is just not worth it. Like, imagine how cooked this planet is. Like, you know the pollution and everything. Just it's become like this in like 20-30 years, right? Just imagine a future in like another 30 years. Like it's not even about being like about the economy or being independent. It's just about do you really want your child to grow up in a world like this? I don't know. I'm saying that because I watched 2012 yesterday. You know the movie? Yeah. The planet was going to Shiza because of kaboomies. Because of what is that? Sun overheating, something. 2012 was mid. Bro, it was so long. It was like 3 hours long. I mean, it was pretty. I liked it. I do like apocalypse movies, but I feel like it could have been shorter. Maybe that's just me. Global warming, that's a word. Yeah, I guess. I don't know, bro. I'm tired.
I really gotta ask. Is it men or is it you?
This is going to be the summer of canceling boys. All of my friends are attractive. All of my friends are successful. All of my friends have something going on.
And
almost every single one of them have an issue with men. But if all of these women, including myself, are having issues, then I have to think it might not be us. It might be you. It is not just the guys in Los Angeles, Nashville, Dallas, and they're not any better in the Midwest. They, quite frankly, I think they're trash all over this country.
My friend...
Bro, of course you and your friends have troubles finding men if you look down on them. Hello? Like, if you start dating directly with that mindset, then what the freak? What the freak are we talking about? Like, you're expecting... They're expecting, like, something out of a fairy tale from men. And then when they don't get that, they make TikToks and videos complaining about it. And they're like, oh, why can I not have a good date? Blah, blah, blah. Like, bro, men don't want to fucking date you to end up on a TikTok video.
Friends are successful. Men don't give a shit about that. They'd marry a Walmart cashier if she was nice to them.
I think men between the ages of 20 and 30 are not ready, in most cases, for marriage, are usually not ready to be husbands and fathers.
That's a cultural issue. So, look,
No, I would actually, back to your point, I think it's a biological thing.
So let me get this straight.
What?
Men are all trash and won't commit and won't leave mommy's basement, and they're destroying the birth rates. But also young men are biologically incapable of commitment and being parents. What? But wait, there's more! She also believes women don't have to bring anything to the table.
And as a woman, I want a strong man who is a protector and a provider that will go to war if need be, that will protect me, protect my family, make money. But I don't think a man needs to get something out of it to be a manly man, a protector and a provider. If you think you need to get something out of it, I quite frankly don't consider you a real...
So you want men to do everything for you, and you do not do anything in return. You just sit there and look pretty. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of men will want to date you. Yeah.
Man.
Never before in history have women demanded so much and offered so little. So before we get deeper into this retarded, manufactured, stay-at-home son narrative, let's check the Facebook comments of this Fox News video, because I am really interested to see what, like, the typical Fox News viewer thinks about this. If the women are anything like these two, I can hardly blame the men for staying home and not wanting to date them. Blame, blame, blame. These two women have a combined age of 93, and they have 0 children between both of them. You both have repugnant personality types, so listening to this was like male birth control to me. My goodness! Boomers are ruthless! Bunch of sissies. I served 6 years, 2 years in Southeast Asia after Vietnam was over. When I was 18, rent was $450 and I could afford to get my own place. She's so spot on. Nothing screams I'm a loser run from me than a guy living at home in his parents' house with his 12-year-old boy's bedroom decor at age of 30. Thank God we raised our sons to be men, who grew up, lived on their own, found their soulmate, got married, bought a beautiful home, and started a family. I was out the door at 18, worked on the assembly line at Dodge and in the Air Force at 19, never went back home. I can't relate to this. Yes, we know you people can't relate. We know. But the world has changed. Why can't you people get this through your heads? I will never let my sons stay home. I'm trying to push them out of the nest. Okay, I really gotta ask, is this an Anglo thing? Immediately kicking your kid out when they turn 18 years old? My Mediterranean mind cannot comprehend this. And honestly, why the f would a man leave home, leave his mother's cooking, for a woman who probably can't cook? Not me, though. Personally, I can cook amazing homemade meals. I'll have
I cannot relate.
Trad wife.
Oh, Dino Nuggies! Oh my god, I love that. Actually, I cannot say I love Dino Nuggies. I've never had them.
Now, unfortunately, Tommy Lauren wasn't the
But they
only
look
one
good.
pushing this stupid, lazy young men go get a job bullshit. Mike Johnson did it referencing 29-year-old men playing video games all day. Steve Scalise did it with 35-year-old men playing video games all day. And just the other night, I saw this.
My guys, I'm literally doing the same thing. I'm sure a lot of women are also staying home and playing video games. And me, honestly, I would also just stay home eating my mom's cooking rather than get my own place. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm a man, Chad. Maybe I'm a man. Do you hate me? Any women in the chat who hate me for that?
On my TV. Again.
A Wall Street Journal headline got our attention. The new dream job for young men, stay-at-home son. It's a phrase that's taken off since 27-year-old Brendan Leo won $59,000 on Jeopardy. And he has a master's degree in political science, but he's unemployed. Grow up, get a job, get a wife, build a family.
Just get a wife, bro. Just get a
Yeah, bro, it's that easy, bro. Let me just walk on the street and hit up on women, see what happens. I'm literally gonna get the police calling me. No, cause it's like how? That's so scary. I don't know how men are expected to like get a partner. Like, how do you even start dating unless you like it's not like back in the day when you could literally approach a woman and, you know, like, get to know each other afterwards. Cause yeah, you if you approach a woman randomly, you would be thought of as a creep. So I don't know about that. So I don't know how they're supposed to get a wife. Like, bam bam, like do this with your fingers. I forgot what the word is. And yeah, you get a wife. Yeah, it's not that easy, brother, man.
Job, bro.
Oh, get a job? Yeah. Just get a job. Why don't I strap
Yeah,
on my
bro,
job?
just get a job.
Squeeze that into a job.
Just try to find a job in this economy. Just try. Surely it's gonna take less than 2 years to find a job.
And fire off into jobland, where jobs grow on jobbies.
The term welfare queen must have fell out of fashion with Republicans, because it seems even they know the approved safe demographic to go after now. Because it's very obvious what demographic they are talking about when they say young men in their basements playing video games. This just get a job lazy attitude is not surprising, but it's especially funny coming from Fox News of all places. Fox News that spends so much time yapping about immigrants taking American jobs. Fox News will talk for years about how Americans are being screwed out of the workforce. But when this issue manifests itself in Gen Z, suddenly it's a moral failure. The fact is, a lot of American jobs held by men are being lost to automation, offshoring, and yes, cheap foreign labor. Companies and billionaires would rather have cheap labor that they can essentially abuse, not pay fair wages to, just good little worker drones who...
Oh god, I just realized I don't want to imagine in the future how many more jobs are going to be lost because of AI. Like, the job market is already cooked. It's going to get even more cooked in the future. Yeah, good luck with that.
Won't unionize rather than hire American workers for a living wage.
Oh, that's
The
what she
cheaper
meant
the
by
labor they hire,
automation.
the more money they make. I remember when Bernie Sanders called open borders a Koch brothers conspiracy.
Open borders?
Open
No,
borders.
that's a Koch brothers proposal, which says essentially there is no union.
cooked, guys.
But
Anybody
it
can-
would make a
excuse
lot
me.
of the global poor richer, wouldn't it?
And it'd make everybody in America poor. Then you're doing away with the concept of a nation state.
Where'd that guy go? A lot of these jobs being taken are jobs traditionally held by men, like construction and factory jobs, manual labor work. But it's not just manual labor jobs, it's also the tech industry and business industry, which are careers also mainly held by men. There are many, many examples of this, such as Microsoft recently cutting thousands of American workers while requesting 14,000 more H-1B workers this year. Some of those job positions include data scientists, which are 70% men, software developers, which are 80% men, and electronic engineers, which are 90% men, and many more like that. Another example of this was Tesla, where roughly 15,000 American employees were fired in April 2024, and many were replaced with H-1B visa holders. On Twitter, Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy tried to chalk this up to these immigrants.
Hi guys, it's so easy to get a job, right? Surely you won't get replaced by a machine within like 5 years. Just go get a job though. It's really easy.
Just simply being the best and the brightest. Yeah, okay. You're paying them less for longer hours and more work, and they're willing to deal with it in order to stay in the country. It's coercive, exploitative, and, dare I say, not very America first. When conservatives confronted Elon Musk for this last year, he told somebody, and I quote, "Take a big step back and yourself in the face. I will go to war on this issue, the likes of which you cannot possibly comprehend." So when it comes to replacing American workers in manual labor with cheap foreign labor, it's deport, deport, deport. But when it comes to replacing his American workers with cheap foreign labor, it's yourself in the face. Interesting. There's also affirmative action and DEI, which are other things Fox News always pisses and shits about. But suddenly, when the conversation is about Gen Z men, the demographic of people who are victims of these things, suddenly these things just like don't exist anymore. Then it's, oh, young men are all just lazy. They just want to be in their parents' basement ordering DoorDash and playing video games. But it's not just the brown people taking your jobs. I am not beating the allegations with this one. The brown people are not taking your jobs, okay? It's not their fault. They're just cheaper. Aim upwards. But it's not just the brown people taking your jobs. It's the women, too. Many of the dyeing industries are male-dominated, while many of the growing industries are female-dominated, and stigma around these jobs being woman jobs usually stops men from working them. Women are overwhelmingly entering and excelling in college and the workforce, and they're more flexible about job position and
Like
pay,
office
while young
workers?
men usually hold out for higher-paying, higher-position jobs that will make them the breadwinner. Because you see, despite the world progressing and the role of women changing, the role of men has not changed. Every woman is a feminist until the dinner bill comes. But what's crazy is, women might be the ones paying that dinner bill soon. A study from the UK found women aged 22 to 29 earned about 1,000 more annually than men, completely reversing the traditional gender pay gap for this age group. In the US, a 2022 Pew Research Center analysis showed that women under 30 out-earned men in many metropolitan areas, with median earnings at or above 100% of men's in cities like New York and Washington, D.C. That may not sound like a lot of money now, but it's a growing trend that has never been seen before. It's so bad that it's really starting to affect the dating world. American women have never been this resigned to staying single. They are responding to major demographic shifts, including huge and growing gender gaps in economic and educational attainment, political
that's fine. Like, if you want to stay single, you can stay single, but then you cannot complain about not finding a man later on if you don't put any effort in.
And beliefs about what family should look like. More women than men are attending college, buying houses, and focusing on their friendships and careers over dating and marriage. The The challenges of finding a romantic partner have been made more complicated by a growing divide in education and career prospects between men and women. In 2024, 40% of American women ages 25 to 34 had a bachelor's degree, according to Pew, compared to 37% of men. A bachelor's degree increases net lifetime earnings by an estimated $1 million. Women are doing comparatively well when it comes to education in their early years in the labor force, and men are doing comparatively badly. Men's economic struggles seem to be having the biggest effect on women without a college degree, whose marriage rates by 45 have plummeted to 52% for those born between 1930 and 1980, according to research by Cornell University. Young men without a degree are struggling so much as a group that there simply aren't enough with steady jobs and earnings for non-college women to date. Men are poor, women most affected. Modern women are no longer tied to their gender role. Birth control has freed them from the prison that is their biology, and they are making their own money, sometimes more than men. They can have it all, they can do anything, they can be anything. While at the same time, men are still expected to be the provider. And more importantly, many men still want to be the provider, but they can't. And women, though strong and independent, still want men to be the provider.
And as a woman, I want a strong man who is a protector and a provider.
Like, she probably earns, like, a lot. I don't know how she does, but she looks richy. So, even though she's richy, she still wants a man who can provide for her and everything. Okay.
That will go to war if need be, that will protect me, protect my family.
Good luck finding someone like that, though.
Basically, men are like, we're worried we're not making enough money. And women are like, we're worried men are not making enough money. Hello class, I am Miss On Head. I am substituting for your teacher today. She was arrested for molesting a 12-year-old boy. So today we are learning about the graph. This is the growth in productivity versus hourly compensation graph. And you can trace almost everything bad happening in society back to this graph. As you can see, productivity increased while compensation barely grew over the same time period. Notice they tracked very closely up until around 1972. Now, what happened around 1972, class? Well, the top marginal tax rate was reduced from 70% in 1964 to 50% by 1981. The federal minimum wage began to stagnate. Income going to the 1% rose from 9% in the 60s to 16% in 2023. CEOs also went from making 20 times more than the average worker to making 350 times more than the average worker. Anything else? Anything else happen around 1972? Yes, Jimmy, that is correct. Women joined the workforce around this time, but we don't have to get into that today. The fact is, hard work no longer guarantees success, and the will to work is tied to the fruits of your labor. And young men are—
That's crazy, though. Like, you work more, but earn less than in the past. Oh. As I said before, I'm not a smart person. But, even I understand how freaked up that is. Guys! GG.
Fed up today because 90% of that fruit is rotten. Now, is there some truth to modern young people being lazy? Sure, I guess. Every generation had lazy people. And we do basically live in late-stage mouse utopia, after all. Young people today are faced with two options: revolution or escapism. And a lot of them are choosing escapism. Many have basically given up, but it's not like they didn't try. They tried, and they found out the juice just isn't worth the squeeze, whether it's college, dating, or the job market. And in a way, many young men are kind of choosing revolution. The never-before-seen large shift rightward in young men is a small revolution in a way. They're saying, this isn't working for me, this sucks, I hate this, I want something different. This is also manifesting on the Democrat side in general. The young men that are still voting left are voting further left. You saw this recently in New York City, where Zohran Mamdani, a self-proclaimed Democratic socialist, won the Democratic primary. Young men are tired of the establishment, left and right. They're tired of the system, and they want to burn it down and start again. They want something that works for them, because this is not working for them.
If you wake up one morning and you find yourself in a society where 23-year-olds with four-year college degrees and, like, initiative, who aren't smoking weed every day, if they can't make enough to buy a car, much less a home, much less get married, much less have children, then...
Like, bro, I don't understand. Like, parents want their children to get all of that by the time they graduate. Like, I don't understand. How is that possible? How? Just how? Like, it's not even a joke. Like, I cannot even, I can just laugh very forcibly.
Why should you be surprised when half of them say they prefer socialism?
Huh. Fox News should hire that guy. There is an entire generation of fighting-aged men who are enraged and feel like they have nothing to live for. You should probably start caring. When they saw this airing on Fox News, they saw an angry woman nagging in their faces about how everything wrong in the world is their fault. An all too familiar thing they have been hearing for far too long. But unfortunately for Democrats, nobody under the age of 60 watches Fox News, so this is not really going to have an effect on young men whatsoever. So keep that $20 million. You might still need it, unless we get dragged into another war in the Middle East. If we do get dragged into another war in the Middle East, young men might come running back to the Democratic Party. Maybe not even a George Bush II electric boogaloo will have men coming back to the Democratic Party. Hopefully we don't find out.
And as I'm editing this right now, a lot of young people, even the podcast bros, seem pretty upset about the Epstein thing, but we know Democrats won't take advantage of the situation.
I don't know what the Epstein thing is.
Maybe not even this will save them, but we'll see, I guess.
Hold on one second.
Oh my gosh, you switched again!
So that was that video. What do you think of the male loser epidemic? Do you agree with Tommy Lauren? Is it all men's fault? Leave your comments below. I read them all. I am probably reading them right now as you type them. Wait, don't write that. No, you can't say that. No,
I'm typing it. I'm typing it.
If you like this video,
I'm typing it right now.
You can donate to me on Patreon or leave a little tip with a little tip jar down below. I'll give it a little heart. It helps the channel, and I appreciate it so much. And I will see you.
Bro, not gonna lie, I'm a little too dumb to like understand everything that she said in this video. I'm pretty sure you guys could notice, because sometimes I'm just silent. But all I can say is, it's not your fault, man. It's not your fault. The society, the economy just freaked. Say my brain too cooked to understand. Yeah, all I can say is that you shouldn't be ashamed if you live with your family. You shouldn't be ashamed if you cannot find a job. You shouldn't be ashamed if you cannot buy a house and a car, and if you cannot get a wife by the age of 23. It's not you, trust me. It's definitely not you. We love men. And we love women who can understand that. Yeah.